right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Adams Brothers Podcast. Happy Monday to each and every last one of you, and Happy New Year to each and every last one of you. The last time we saw you all was last year. This is a new year, 2026. So, welcome to the first podcast of 2026, the Adams Brothers Podcast. We are joined here this afternoon with Apostle Keith Williams. He's a Christian realtor. And he works for Calvary Real Estate Group, and he's based right out of here. He lives here in Deerfield Beach, and we know Pastor Williams, and he's a stand-up guy in this community here, and we'd like to welcome Pastor Williams to our podcast. So good afternoon, Pastor Williams, and welcome, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Glad to be here with you.
Thank you.
We're happy to have you here, sir. Yeah. So for the people that don't know you, Pastor Williams, go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit. I'd introduce you slightly. So for the people that don't know Apostle Keith Williams, tell them a little bit about Apostle Keith Williams.
Yes, I was born and raised in Fort Lauderdale, and a great place also to be. And right now I live here in Deerfield Beach. Been married to my lovely wife, Valerie, for March will be 29 years. We've been married.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been every day seems like a new day. It's great. It's great. And, I pastor Fountain of God Christian Center here in Deerfield Beach as well. It's a non-denominational ministry where we teach the Word of God from Genesis to Revelations. If it's not in there, we don't teach it. And we just love to help people. And the reason why I got into being a realtor, got into real estate, is because I understand that real estate is one of the most important areas to be in right now. It is. And to be able to help people that can't stand on their own with some things, helping them understand how to become a homeowner, or how to just invest or do things to get themselves where they need to be. And that's why we got into real estate, to kind of do that and just structure people where they need to be in life right now.
Right. And one of the biggest things that I hear a lot of the younger people saying right now is that the houses are unaffordable right now, and you really need 2 or 3 jobs just to try and even purchase a house. You not only have to have decent credit, but you have to be able to afford these houses these days. Are you finding that that's a big problem here in the South Florida market?
It is not. That I don't know why they feel that way. Actually, right now is one of the best times to actually purchase a home. It is more easier now than anything to purchase a home right now. And a lot of people feel that way because they don't understand how to purchase, or they don't understand what to do to purchase. So, and that's our job as realtors. We're the experts to help them understand what they need to do and how they need to do it. And anyone can purchase a home. Anybody can purchase a home. And our job is to put you on that track to be able to do it. Some people say, well, my credit is not good. Well, we can help you with that. So some people say, well, I don't have the money, to purchase a home. We can show you how you can do that as well. There's so many programs, man, that are out here that will help you with down payment, and even owners that selling their properties, they will even help you with closing costs. So, it is a lot easier to purchase a home right now.
And speaking of down payments, a lot of these cities here, I know, like Deerfield and maybe Pompano, and a lot of these other cities, they also have programs that will assist first-time home buyers with the down payment on a new home. And am I correct?
Yes, you are. And that's a great tool for people. And to do the first time home buyer, they need a credit score of 640. Okay, you have to have a credit score of 600 to purchase. But if you want to do the first time home buyer, is 640. And one thing about Deerfield, now I looked at a lot of different cities. Deerfield is one of the cities that I have found that offers the most with down payment assistance program, which a lot of people don't realize that. And you apply for it, but what people have to understand is it becomes a second mortgage on your property. But when it becomes a second mortgage, when you get ready to sell the property, whatever you got on that down payment assistance has to be paid. But you can also add that into your selling price, so it's still not coming out of your pocket. There's a lot of ways to do it, and all you do is, when we send you over to our mortgage company, they actually put you into different areas according to what city that you want to purchase in, and that's how they're able to tell you what you qualify for first time home buyers.
And for the people that don't have very good credit, I heard you mention they have to have at least a 640 credit score.
600.
600?
640
600.
cities program.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so people out there that wants to repair their credit that don't have the 600, how could you as a realtor assist them in repairing their credit?
Now we have several people that we deal with that they will work with them on helping them to get things off their credit, to build their credit score up. So what we do is, the first thing we do is we send them to our mortgage company first, find out what they qualify for. Once we find out what they qualify for, then they'll let us know if they need certain things taken off of their credit, because a lot of times some people may feel like, well, hey, my credit isn't good, and which it may be good, and they may feel, hey, I need to take certain things off my credit. And once the mortgage company see it, the lenders see it, they may say, well, no, they don't need to take anything off, they're good to go. And sometimes you may think that you need to take it off, but once you take that thing off, sometimes it may lower your credit than pulling your credit up. So you have to be careful with how you do that. But we have people that will work with you to get your credit scores to where it needs to be.
Right. What about child support? Would child support hurt your opportunity to become a homeowner?
It can, and then again it can. It all depends on the situation. If you're on child support and you are current, it won't affect you. If you're on child support and you are behind, it can affect you if you're behind on your child support.
Mhm. And Pastor Williams, what percentage of uh, liability can you carry in order to purchase a home? Like 30% of debt, like if you got credit cards, uh, is there a certain percentage? It's been so long for me. I really don't even remember.
There is, and what I generally do is let our mortgage company look at it, and but it all depends on what they may have on their credit. um y-
Mhm.
I've seen some people that may have like hospital bills, stuff like that, that's on their
Mhm.
credit. And then once they get that taken off, it boosts their credit score up, once it come off. Some people may just have a few lates on there, and it may not affect their credit. So it just all depends on what it is and how much it is what it depends
Mhm. Mhm. And if I'm getting ready, if I want to sell my home and I go through you, how do I prepare my home before selling?
on. That's a good question. So the first thing that we do is we meet with you first, to sit
Mhm.
down and find out what you would like to do with your home. Now, once we kind of figure out what you would like to do, then we do what's called a CMA, where we search the area first and see what homes are going for in that area. Now, you can have a house, let's say 3 houses down from you, that, let's say, throwing out a number, it may sell for, say, 600,000. Okay, and you're only three houses down. But when you do the CMA and you do an appraisal on it, your house may be less. than the other house. There's a lot of factors that goes into it. How old your house is,
Mhm.
how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, if you have a pool, your square footage, all of that goes into play with it. And so after that, we sit down, we meet with you. Now, if you want to get the most value out of your property, and this is what we do, we help you to restructure your home. To modify your home. We have a company that would come in, fix your home up to bring the value up in your home. But the most great part about it is you don't pay anything until the home sells. So now we remodel the house, we fix it great for you, then we put it on the market. Now your value has went up, so now you can get the most out of your property rather than just selling it the way that it is. And that's how we recommend to do it. That's how I operate, because I want people to get their value out of their home. You don't spend so much time in it. You have folks that's been in their home for 30 years, especially here in Deerfield. And if they're
Mhm.
looking to sell and say, hey, I want to go buy a condo, why sell for 200 where you can get 500? You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So we help you to see both sides before you make a decision on it.
And that's a good question a good point you just made too. You was talking about, do you see a lot of that, like people selling their houses to downsize or go to places like condos or something like that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right now, there's a lot of people that even like if they had a big family and now it's just a husband and wife and they're in a 4 bedroom and they say, well, hey, this house is too big and we want to downsize to a condo or a 1 bedroom. So yeah, that happens a lot right now. That happens a lot because they're trying to save money and the house is just too big for
Mhm.
Yeah.
And how do economic factors affect real estate?
them, depending on which areas are you referring to?
Yeah, like I would say in our area, the
Okay.
areas we live in, I was just wondering, like the employment rates, inflation.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now that can play employment rate, to
Mhm.
purchase, you have to be on your job for at least 2 years. Okay,
Okay.
you have to be employed for 2 years. Now you don't have to be with the same company for 2 years. You just have to show employment for two
Okay.
years. And you can be in certain different fields, 2 years, and they look at how much you make on that job. So when you go in to meet, the lender,
Mhm.
they require you to fill out the application and you put down what you make, how much you make, and if you have any other assets coming in like child support, you're getting child support in,
Mhm.
or disability, all of that stuff plays a part in it as well. And that's how they kind of see what you can afford, see what level that you're at, whether it's 300,000, four
Mhm.
hundred thousand, and that's how they can determine that.
Mhm. And do you see a lot of people being deterred from buying houses by the uh, insurance? Florida, we have some of the highest insurance
Yeah.
in the country. I think I heard Florida had the highest out of all 50 states. If I remember hearing just maybe a year ago, maybe that's going to change now from California, or whatever. But how do uh, the insurance market, uh, you know, uh, factor into buying houses here? Do you see that as a deterrent? Actually, was the question I was asking.
Not really, because what happens is when you get the mortgage, the
Mhm.
insurance is factored in, into your mortgage, and it's I haven't seen it being a problem, because once they factor it in, there's certain things that you can do to kind of get the insurance lower or to have a lower insurance, have a lower mortgage. There's some things that can be done to help you with that as well, for the insurance. But it's all factored in. So once you close, your insurance is paid with your mortgage also.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know definitely if you buy a newer house, you definitely gonna get all the benefits. But if you have an older house that haven't been retrofitted, like my house is over 40 years old, and I had to actually retrofit it myself just to get the benefits that was needed. And my insurance right now, I think I'm still paying right now probably about total uh, of about 12. I'm not 12, but about $6,000 to $7,000 a year, because I had to get flood insurance. They just made me get that about 4 or 5 years ago. So I'm at right now, I would say probably about $7,000. And
I think because our governor is working, he says that he's working on that with insurance and so forth to bring the premiums down. And now, from what I'm hearing, he's saying he's even working on eliminating property tax. Getting rid of property tax. So and it is. But one thing that I found out about insurance is, and I didn't know this, is that if once you have, let's say, a storm come through and your house gets all flooded and everything happens in there, a lot of insurance companies don't cover outside water coming in.
Nope.
They only cover if you have a break inside your house and your house get flooded. I'm sitting there like, well, what's the purpose of having insurance, flood insurance then? And that kind of threw me for a loop, because I'm like, wow, they don't cover for natural destructions like that. I mean, why would you not cover it if it's flood insurance?
Yeah. And the definition, if you go and look at it, it's like it have to be like 2 or 3 more houses on your street, or a vacant land or some acre, I believe, or something like that, half an acre of land that never had been wet or flooded before. So I tell people, be very careful when getting that flood insurance. You just might take the contents out and just have the basic insurance, because you will save yourself a ton of money with the flood insurance. Because if it's not, I think they told me, over 2 or 3 houses of your neighbors, then they're not going to pay you at all. You're getting basically scammed out of your money. That's the way I saw it,
And it's very surprising, because when I saw that, I'm like, oh wow, I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe it. And and something else I wanted to say about tax wise, we have, and I've taken a lot of classes on this. There is something that's called, I don't know if you heard it, it's called opportunity zone. Have you heard of that before?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the opportunity zone they're only offered in the low income areas. And what's unique about it is that it's tax free on your property. So you don't pay any taxes for up to 10 years, but you have to be in the property for 10 years and you don't pay any taxes at all. And I'm like, are you serious? And this was opened up by Donald Trump in his first term. He bought this law out, and a lot of people using it are investors, because they figured it out, and investors are using it every day. They're buying product. This is why you see a lot of condos coming up now, in the low income areas. A lot of condos being built, bigger communities being bought up, is because they're in opportunity zones, in which a lot of people didn't know
that. Right. I see we have a comment. Someone is on asking.
Sandra Knowles. She was on. So for some reason, we lost a live stream to Facebook, but we're still on YouTube.
Right.
They sent us a message and said something was going on.
We don't know why. We get that. We encounter that every now and then on here.
But Sandra Knowles said, how can I get in contact and get in touch with Pastor Keith Williams to get information or phone number, please, about the houses? So Sandra Knowles would like to know how to get in contact with you.
Okay. I can be called at 954 715-9701. Or if you want to email me, you can email me at keith@calvaryrealestategroup.com. Either way, you can give me a call and I would be more than happy to talk with you.
Mm-hmm. Right. I'll put it in there.
They might not see it. They might not see it right here on Facebook at the time, but I don't know what happened. But
yeah,
it's showing up.
If anyone was on our Facebook and it jumped off, please go over to YouTube.
Yeah, go
Adams
YouTube.
Brothers Podcast. Sometimes this happened.
Yeah.
It was very, very rare that it happened, but the day is one of the days that has happened. But the interview was on Facebook for everyone. So jump over to YouTube and you can see the interview live. But Pastor Keith Williams left his number on there if you're watching, and his number is 954-715-9701, and that is for anyone that would like to get in touch with him. And we're going to also put his flyer up with his email address on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is his number on there? Is your number on there, Pastor Williams?
This one, it should be on this one. It may be the other one. Yes, it's down at the bottom, all the way at the bottom. It's on there all the way at the bottom.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's up there. Is there anything that you would like to share with the audience that's watching right now about purchasing a home? Can you are you mobile, or do you go to them, or can they come to you? Where's your office located?
Oh, yes, we can, we can come to them or they can come to us. Our brokerage has two locations. The main office is in Orlando, and we have a second office here in Boca Raton. So we are in Boca, and we can come to you or you can come to us, whichever is easier for the person. We try to make it very easy and simple for you, to get it done, because it shouldn't be a hard process, and that's one thing I want people to understand is that it's not hard to purchase a home. It's not. It's not hard. That's a myth that's been out there, and my goal is to tear that myth down, man. It is not hard to purchase a home. It is not. The only hardest part about purchasing a home is never getting started to do it. That's
right.
Part about it.
Right. I thought that too, Pastor Williams, when I remember 31 years ago, it's going on 30, actually it's going on 32 years since I've been in my house. But I remember working at the city, and I remember me and my riding buddy that actually who was my best friend, we was riding, and he built houses, Darrell Simpson in Pompano. And he would always tell me every day, he would say, look, you can buy a house. I mean, he straight up encouraged me every day. And my credit was good, but I just needed to take the first step to make that first move.
Yeah.
And he knew my credit because he knew my credit was good, but he always encouraged me. And I remember going out there, finally, me and him were just, because we were trying to go through the city program at first. And it was a guy in there at that time, believe me, he did not want me to get a house. He tried everything in his power trying to tell me, and I didn't know no better. I'm in my 20s. I'm about 25 at that time. 24, 25. So I didn't know. And he was telling me you had to be married, you had to have kids. I mean, the guy straight lied to me. I mean, I never, and until I told my friend what he said, and my friend was like a builder. He like, man, that's a lie. He's like, he's lying to you. And I'll never forget. This is the truth. I remember the guy kept lying so much. I remember I went to the city commissioner at that time. She might remember this, former commissioner Gwendolyn Clark Reed, and I kept going to her, and I think Miss Reed, she didn't. I'm gonna ask about it one day. I see her. Do she remember? And I don't think she really believed me what I was saying, and I kept coming to her and telling her what this guy was saying, and she said, "Wait a minute." Finally, one morning, she said, "Wait a minute." She went over to the city manager's office. She said, "Oh, hold on." She got on the phone. She said, "I'm gonna call." The city manager at that time was a guy named Larry Dejan, and we went to the guy's office at that time, and he was a black guy. And he got right in front of me and my friend and the commissioner and the city manager, and he lied that he ever said that. But he stalled me off for over 2 years, and people I had told about the program got houses before me. But God worked everything out, because I'm glad right now where I'm at, it worked out just fine for me. So that was just a story I just wanted to tell you. Just like you say, people out there, don't be deterred.
Yes.
Just don't be deterred about it. Stay focused on trying to purchase that house.
Yes. And even right now, whether people know it or not, the interest rates are low right now. The interest rates are low. You can get a 15-year mortgage. Your interest rate can be around 5.5%. And if you do a 30-year mortgage, it goes down to 5%. But now the interesting part about it is that if you want a lower interest rate, you can do what's called a buy down. A buy down, you pay 1% of the price of the property, and you can buy your interest rate down, whether it's 2 points, 3 points, whatever you want to do, and it's all factored in, at your closing. So you can do a buy down, and a lot of people don't understand that. So you can kind of control your interest rate where you want it. But right now, interest rates are very low, and from what I've heard also is that they're coming out with a 50-year mortgage.
I heard Donald Trump talking about that.
Yeah, a 50-year mortgage. But the thing with that is, this is more for people that are not interested in building equity fast. Because the 50-year mortgage, you won't build equity real fast. It's going to take you a while to do it. It's your interest rate may be a little higher as well, but you're going to have a 50-year mortgage on that property. I wouldn't say for anyone to get a 50-year mortgage. I wouldn't lock myself in 50 years.
No.
30 years is okay.
That's a long time, yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah. And plus, you're going to end up paying a lot of interest too. A lot of interest on a 50-year loan. You're already paying a lot of interest on a 30-year loan, but for a 50-year loan, you're going to be.
And there was a huge debate on social media about the pros and cons of that 50-year mortgage. I mean, I saw that too. And also, Pastor Williams, Apostle Williams, I want to ask you too, because I know we were just talking about the city's program, but does the county offer assistance too? Because I just want people just not to stop at the cities, but I would like to know, do the county offer some type of assistance for them in purchasing a home too, or programs?
Yes, they do. The county offers it also. Pretty much every city and county do offer it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They do.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And the greatest part about it is that the person that's purchasing, they don't have to apply. Your lender would do the applying for you. They will apply to that city or county and be able to find out how much they will give you for that down payment assistance on there.
Mm-hmm. Man, things gonna change, because I remember back then, I believe I had to do the applying and everything. I had to go to the county, I remember, and they pre-qualified me and everything. And then I had to come back here. It was like I had to do so much running around back then, but I was determined. Nothing wasn't going to stop me from home ownership. And I wish a lot more young people and older people definitely would look at home ownership, because I know I was determined back then to get a home.
Man. And I want to say something else also before we go. I want to kind of help some people that's dealing with this issue. If you're dealing with foreclosure, right now, I'm going to a thing tomorrow and they're saying foreclosures are going to be going through the roof here in 26. But one thing that you got to understand, you can get around foreclosure. Okay, if you're dealing with that, there's ways to handle it, and there's things that you can do to eliminate, to get out of the foreclosure and still be able to repurchase another home. There's some things that you can do. So it's not the end of the world.
Okay.
Our job is to help you get out of it And there's some things that we can do to help you get out of that foreclosure because, it happens. It happened, and it's not the end of your life, but we take the pressure off so you can go forward. And the worst thing that you don't want to do is go with people that says, hey, just put it, let me put it in my name for a few years and all this stuff. No, they just want to take your property. That's what that is. There's a lot of scams and gimmicks out there. And if they're not going to help you, my thing is get with an expert that can help you and show you how to get past it and get out of it.
Right. And my final question for you, Apostle Williams, is like, not everybody wants to buy a house. There are a lot of people that wants to rent. Do you also help people find apartments and homes for rent as well?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. If whatever it is, we do rentals, purchase, selling, everything. Yes, sir, we do. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And we're right there with you from beginning to end.
Right.
And if you decide that you want to move to a different property, we can help you with that as well.
Right. And can they also purchase like renters insurance if they rent a home from someone? Can they purchase renters insurance?
Yes, we recommend that because you never know when you're going to need it, and we recommend to purchase renters insurance.
Okay. All right.
Okay. And also, I wanted you to tell our viewers about you were on me and my brother both Miami Hurricane fanatics and Miami Dolphin fanatics. I'd like for you to tell our viewers about you were on some of the University of Miami football national championship teams, two of them.
The 86 and 90. And I went to UM from 86 to 90. I came out of Fort Lauderdale High School, and it was a great time to be down there. And I enjoy what I do. But now if I had to do it all over again, I probably wouldn't do it because of injuries. But I enjoyed it. It was great. It was great. The most thing I miss about it is having fun with the guys. That's the most fun. That's the most fun that I miss.
Was Michael Irvin still there? I think he was.
Yeah, he was still there.
He was still there when you were there, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
He was.
Well, you got a chance to play with some Hall of Famers down there.
Exactly.
I can tell you that much.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's all about the you know.
Yeah, we see each other every year in April. We go down for our alumni reunion and have a great time. I wanted to get to the last game, but that was watch night service time, so I couldn't get there.
Right.
So hopefully, I'll see how it go if I can get to the Arizona game. If not, I'm gonna get to the national championship. I know
we will be going to that if we keep balling the way we're doing right now. Yeah, absolutely. Is there anything else before we let you go that you'd like to tell the people?
Anything else?
Anything that you'd like to tell them about? Your realtor and selling houses or anything?
How to contact you?
Social media, anything?
Yes. Now we do have an investment company as well that's called Kiva Home Buyers, and that's for people that just they don't care, they just want to sell their home, they just want to get out of it, they don't want to do nothing to it. We can purchase that home from you, whether it's if it's tore down, fire damage, whatever it is. You don't have to fix anything in it, and we will give you an offer on that home within 24 hours, to help you sell that property. If you're in a property that you feel, hey, I'm just underwater, can't do anything with it, give us a call. We would love to work with you and help you with it. And also remember, it's not hard to purchase a home. The only hardest part is not getting started. That's right.
I'm living proof of that. Trust me.
Absolutely.
Right here in front of you.
All right. Well, we've been talking to Pastor Keith Williams, Apostle Keith Williams. He's a realtor, Christian realtor with Calvary Real Estate Group. We hope that this podcast was educational to so many people out there watching right now. And if you'd like to get in contact with Apostle Williams, his number, we put it in the chat, is 954-715-9701. 954-715-9701. 9701. If you lost us on Facebook, you can still see the interview. In fact, we'll post it. We'll take it from YouTube, and then we'll put it back on our Facebook page.
It's about 18 minutes on there. But I don't know. We'll check it out. That's why I was telling you that we have to go in there and check this technical stuff out. But that's the part, you know how that goes, Pastor Williams. But I want to thank you too for always just checking in on me and my.
Always checking in.
You always check in on us, and I appreciate that so much. You don't know how much that means to us.
Right.
Amen. Thank you.
Keep on praying for us.
Keep praying for us,
and we'll keep praying for you. You know, we can all use a little bit of prayer.
I know I can. Please,
a whole lot of prayer.
Thank you so much, guys.
All right, Apostle Keith Williams, thank you so much for joining us. Always a pleasure seeing you and talking to you, and say hello to your family for us as well.
Mr. Fletcher, your wife. Yes.
Sure will.
All right. Take care. All right. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with the Pop-Up Podcast. Good night.